nobody ever had the perfect solution overnight.
Mhm.
We all had the best ideas, and then we went out there, we implemented those ideas. It's theories and observations, and then we learned from those observations, and then we improved upon that theory, and
Mhm.
that's how we basically got it to, if there ever was perfection, right?
Mhm.
One would argue there's no such thing as perfection because you're always improving on it. But the idea being that you get better and better in each cycle. So the thing you said about, the whole thing about here is, for us also, is we want to go in and we want to keep everybody honest, including Rejuvi,
Mhm.
right? So we have an approach today that says these are leader attributes, these are business attributes, and these are the attributes that are relevant to each of the leader segments, like you were saying,
Mhm.
executive leaders, sales leaders. But we believe in the dynamic nature of those attributes and
Mhm.
the constant need to keep revising and reviewing and keeping that model honest.
Mhm.
That's part of the new model as well. And that's part of the gauging the new model, is that you can't ink something that was 50 years ago, relevant 50 years ago, and then keep regurgitating the same thing over
Right.
and over again. It's the antithesis of innovation and evolution, is that evolution is that the ecosystem has to adapt to the changing environment. And one of the things in the changing environment is exactly this. To your point, it is the need now for anybody who's generating data, whether it be HR functions or business functions, is not just stay in the realm of what happened.
Mhm.
That's like hindsight. If
Mhm.
we want to get to, if we want to get to foresight, we have to pivot from just paying attention to what happened and change that to what do we think is going to happen,
Mhm.
and how can we then start kind of prescribing that world, or predicting that world. And that's the other piece that we bring very heavily to the analysis engine, is this almost insistence that when we measure something, it's got to be predictive and eventually prescriptive. Otherwise, why
Mhm.
bother?
Yeah, more important than ever as the tempo gets faster on how work is changing
Mm.
because of technology, because of how workers feel about, I mean, all that. And it just warms my heart to think that there's a system that can keep updating that because managing work, the world of work, is going to be changing. I mean, it is changing. So we have to keep up.